Good evening, folks, and welcome back. Today is the day we are finishing off Season 11 of the Solo Crisis League. It's our third and final attempt at Season 11, Round 5, so this is it for me. I really enjoyed Season 11, so this is the season where we've not been using the Crisis main deck cards and instead using crossover packs as those extra cards within the Crisis. This particular round is Dark Knight's Metal plus Crossover 1 plus Crisis 2. So we've got JSA characters versus a kind of a Blackest Night themed Crisis with Dark Knight's Metal as the main deck. It's a cool crossover, a bunch of different disparate things, but they work together really nicely. I just realized my mic's all the way over there and it's probably really low. That's better. All right, so we're back. You can probably hear me better now. You're probably hearing me okay before, but probably much clearer now. So this is our final attempt. Our choices are Power Girl or Wildcat. Now, this one was actually, this is like a middling choice, I guess. It wasn't too easy, it wasn't too hard, but I did go with Power Girl. The reason being because we're playing Dark Knight's Metal, and I normally would play Wildcat, but since it's Dark Knight's Metal, not such a great idea, I don't think. So if it's the first time you play a punch during each of your turns, if you played a hero this turn, draw a card. If you have played a villain this turn, draw a card. You kind of got to watch the card draw within Dark Knight's Metal, don't you? You don't want to draw extra weaknesses that could really hurt you. So I went with Power Girl instead. Each time you play a different superpower during each of your turns, put a punch from your discard pile into your hand. It's essentially giving up to, 7 superpowers in one turn plus 1 power. So it's similar to Superman's ability, but a little bit different. So we're going to work with that. We're going to work with Power Girl. And we'll put Wildcat aside. He might come up, through heroic sacrifice or something, and that wouldn't be so bad. Now, one of the things that's kind of been troubling in my first couple attempts at this is Immortal Villain. There's a lot of really expensive cards within Dark Knight's Metal, and they get destroyed right away by Immortal Villain. So we have to get rid of it quickly. And we have to hope we don't lose too much stuff in the very first lineup. Not much we can do about it. So we have Immortal Villain in play, which means whenever a card of cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, it is destroyed and replaced, unless that card's a villain. Then we have Vandal Savage. Whenever a card with an attack leaves the lineup, it treat it like a first appearance attack against all players. So we're going to deal with that as well. Let's see what we got as our first lineup. We have Batmanium. It gets to stay. Hal Jordan can stay. Girl Power can stay. Rabbit Robin gets to stay. And Brutal Chase. Okay. We have 3 power here. I'm going to use that to get this breakthrough. Go on to the next turn. All right, Dionysium. That's good to see. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I'm going to get Hal Jordan. All right, I hope we do better. Come on, new card coming out. Okay, Anti-Monitor Antenna gets to stay. I do want to beat Immortal Villain very quickly, so let's try and get rid of Rabbit Robin. Ooh, not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need to do Dionysium, but we're going to get rid of Rabbit Robin, which means we gain a weakness. Just trying to make it so that we can end this quickly. Can we get 5 power in our hand? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain a card of cost 4 or less from the lineup. We're going to gain Dionysium. 1, 2, 3 power. We'll go ahead and get Aquaman. You know what? No. Not Aquaman. We'll go Breakthrough. All right, come on. Please, no villain. All right, Warcry. We are really lucky now here that we haven't gotten too many villains besides Rabbit Robin, and that we haven't lost anything to Immortal Villain, because that's really hit me the last few games. All right, we've only got 3 power here. Gain a card of cost 4 or less in the lineup. We're going to gain Warcry, and then play this, destroy it with 2 power. 3, 4. We'll go ahead and buy that breakthrough right back. Ooh, Come on. He gets to stay. I think we have it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Discarding those cards ends Immortal Villain. That was nice. That was way easier than some past ones we've had. Way easier than our last 2 attempts for sure. That's nice. Card comes out. Gotta play this weakness. We'll use Breakthrough on it for 2 power. 3, 4 power. Man, I really want 5 power, but we're just not getting there. Get the Breakthrough back. I want to destroy the other 2 vulnerabilities, so the Breakthroughs still do have some use. Ooh, Fulcrum Abominus. Destroyed by Immortal Villain the last 2 games, I think. Vulnerability, destroyed for 2 power. 3, 4. We'll just buy that right back. We're going to keep doing this, and hopefully we get rid of that last one. 2 power, draw a card. Gain a card of cost 4 or less from the lineup. Oh, also that War Cry triggers Power Girl to get a punch into our hand. To gain a card of cost 4 or less, we'll go ahead and gain Speed Force here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fulcrum Abominus is like a really easy choice, honestly. Draw 2 cards and +1 power for each character you control. That's only going to get stronger. And because of Power Girl, it's going to draw a punch from our discard pile as well. So only going to get stronger. And like our last couple attempts, we're going to try to not destroy any punches. We're just going to use them. Keep using them for Power Girl's ability. Vulnerability, Breakthrough for 2 power. Destroying that. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to get Power Girl for the defense. You know, instead of that, let's actually go with X-Ray Vision and Aquaman. We'll get more cards that way. A card comes out. Gain a card of cost 4 or less, huh? We'll go ahead and gain Multiverse Map. Draw 2 cards. +1 power for each character I control. I control 1 character, so we're at 1 character. We get a punch into our hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Definitely get Power Girl at this point. It's time to start getting those defense cards ready because we're approaching Vandal Savage territory. Feeling pretty good about this. This has been a great start. I think Power Girl is going to be a lot of fun once we start getting more superpowers in our hand. Ooh, Oblivion Bar. We'll end up with a defense card for the entire game. That's fantastic. 1, 2, draw a card. 3, 4, 5. Reveal the top card of the main deck, plus power equal to its VP. 6, 7. 8, 9. I'm not going to go for Vandal Savage. Instead, we're going to go ahead and get Oblivion Bar for that constant defense. You'll notice I'm leaving Brutal Chase out there. I have no interest in that card. It actually hinders a good score. So +2 power, and you have to destroy a card in the lineup and replace it. If the replacement is a metal card, you gain it. So I have no interest in that card unless I'm giving it to a Crisis. Fulcrum Abominus draws 2 cards and gets 1 power and draws a punch from our discard pile. So 2 power. 3, 4. I can destroy a card, but I don't think there's anything I want to destroy. No, we're good. 5, 6. Get another punch from over there. There's not one there. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, we're going to get the Dark Multiverse, and we're going to get Citizen Steel. I know, it's an easy time to get Vandal Savage. I'm thinking ahead, And I'm thinking I want to just kind of get set up a little bit better than I have the last few games and fly through the future one. So I want to get both of those locations out. And I want to have a few more superpowers. And I really do want to get anti-monitor antenna if possible. This here. Play a top card of the main deck, then return it. If it's an ongoing card, you may keep it instead. All right, draw a card. Let's say superpower. It is not. All right, so we're at 1 power. We're going to play this to get to 2 power. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, we'll get fair play, and we'll get a breakthrough. Interesting, we haven't seen any villains yet. Like, we saw 1 Rabid Robin, but that is it. All right, 2 power gets a punch into our hand. 4 power, another punch comes to our hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to get anti-monitor antenna and the flash. With that, I feel like it's a good time for us to chase down Vandal Savage and start getting some new heroes on our side. Because we should have the ones we're looking for. Oh, we didn't get the location I wanted. Okay. Okay. 2, draw a card, and that's a superpower, so get a punch into our hand. Fulcrum Abominus, draw 2 cards, and get another punch into our hand. And we get 1 power, so we're at 3 total. Get this down and get this down. That's 2 locations. That's good. Draw a card. 4, 5. I don't think there's anything I want to destroy. Nope. 6, 7, 8, 9. And he costs 1 less for each punch I played this turn. So he costs only 5. Boom. So I have 4 left over. I have to get 2 weaknesses for that. Rescue a new character, which we already know is going to be Batman. We have 4 left over. We'll use that to get another breakthrough. All right, I feel good because we have those weaknesses. You know what? We have Oblivion Bar. We have a bunch of defenses in hand here in our discard pile. I think we're going to be all right. And we're shuffling our deck, which means we're not going to get hit too hard if it happens to be Heroic Sacrifice. All right, we have Power Girl in our hand. And we have Oblivion Bar at our disposal. Okay. Our new Crisis. Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 4 heroes. New villain, Hector Hammond. Each player gains a top card. We're going to defend. You may reveal this card from this card and you may reveal this card and discard it or a punch to avoid attack. If you do, draw a card. We'll discard this punch to avoid the attack, allowing us to draw a card. All right, new card comes out. Villain, so that means we gain a weakness. Let's go with this. Let's go with Multiverse Map. Actually, no, we'll do Dark Multiverse, putting a card of our choice into our hand. Perfect. Now Multiverse Map. Look at this. We will leave that there, but it's 1 power. Draw 2 cards. Draw a card. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we can destroy this weakness. We'll get rid of Ra's al Ghul, leaving us with 8. We'll get power channeling, leaving us with 2. Nothing we're going to spend that on. New card comes out. All right. Let's draw a card. Let's go ahead and get another card, and we can get a punch into our hand. Follow that up with Hal Jordan gaining the Hourglass. We're at a total of 2 power. 3, 4, another punch into our hand. 5, let's say superpower. It is, that's 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, we're going to buy both of these and a breakthrough. Now we have 1, 2, 3 superpowers here that I'd be willing to sorry, 3 heroes I'd be willing to sacrifice if need be. Do we have a 4th one over here? We have Citizen Steel, which I don't really want to get rid of, but we might not have a choice depending on how this deck shapes out. 1 card comes out. Oh, there we go, another Aquaman. So if we buy him, we'll be even better off. So we are gonna start our turn with Dark Multiverse, getting a punch into our hand. Play a weakness, triggering Batman. And look here, we will not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough though to destroy that. That's 2 power. Buy Aquaman with that. So we're at 0 power. And now let's try and beat Manhunter Invasion. We need to destroy 4 heroes. I think I want to keep Citizen Steel and destroy the rest. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's going to end Manhunter Invasion. Nice. Nice. All right, so we can play the top card of the deck here. 2 power. And that is a superpower, so we get to get a punch into our hand. We'll get this anti-monitor antenna down. 3, 4, 5 power. We'll get 1 more breakthrough for the one we destroyed. And we'll move on. We should have a weakness in our next hand, I think. If the math works out like I think it does. I don't think we've seen that second one yet. So it's probably in this next hand. I really like the kind of give and take of JSA with Dark Knight's Metal. It's really cool because they encourage you to keep those cheap cards and they want you to have 0 cost cards, but there's also the danger of 0 cost cards like weaknesses in Dark Knight's Metal. It's all a lot of fun together. I'd highly recommend this combination. Al Ghul comes out. We're going to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. We will not destroy that. We'll use Breakthrough, though, for 2 power. Boom. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Go back. Go back. Play a weakness, then play Fair Play. If I control a weakness, I may draw a card. Perfect. Then we'll destroy it. So that's 2, 4 power. 5, 6, 7. We'll use that to say goodbye to Ra's al Ghul. I guess we'll take that breakthrough back since we can afford it. And we'll move on. New card comes out. Detective Chimp. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. We'll start with Dark Multiverse. Get a punch into our hand. X-Ray Vision. 2 power there. And that's a superpower, so we get a card into our hand. Wait, no, I play the top card. I'm sorry, that wasn't 2 power. I play this card. So then I reveal this card. It's still 2 power. Perfect. So that's 2. Play this to get to 4. 5, which gets a punch into our hands. 6, 7, 8, 9. Choose another card I've played this turn. We'll keep X-Ray Vision out. And that's that. We won't buy anything. I'll buy 1 breakthrough. Before things get out of control, I'll get 1 breakthrough. It's always that point in the game where you've defeated enough villains that it gets out of control. Alright. So, we're going to use Dark Multiverse first to get a 0-cost card into our hand. Fulcrum Abominus is drawing 2 cards and getting us to 2 power, and gets a punch into our hand. Play the top card here, draw a card, get a punch into our hand. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, draw a card, get a punch into our hand. 5, 6, get a punch into our hand, but there's no more there, so we're at the limit there. So 6 power, 7, 8, 9, 10, we already know that. 11, 12, we'll go ahead and say goodbye to Hector Hammond. Get 2 weaknesses here. And a new hero rescued. It is Kendra Saunders. Control 2 or more heroes, plus 2 power. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll get both of these and a breakthrough. Totals to 7 power. It's a pretty good use of our turn there. Do we have enough here? Ooh, we do, unfortunately. That's bad. This could be a bad crisis. It is Rise of the Dead. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, gain a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 5 cards of different colors. Hand and discard piles. Amazo. Amazo costs 3 more to defeat for each hero in the lineup. First appearance attack, each player puts a hero from their hand or 2 from their discard pile into the lineup. We will defend by discarding. We'll discard this breakthrough card. A new card comes out. Alright, so we're going to we'll do this real quick. We have to reveal a card here. It's not a villain, which means we gain a weakness. Now to beat this, we need to destroy 5 cards of different colors. Yes, so we have 1, 2, 3. 4. Ah, man. It's kind of hard to choose sometimes, but maybe we buy Brutal Chase, that would help. So let's try and actually do something real quick. We'll do Channeling. Power Channeling, reveal the top 2 cards of the main deck, plus power equal to their combined VP. That's 3 VP. Put them back in any order. So that's 3. That's a superpower, so that gets a punch into our hand. 3 power. 4, buy this. 0 power. 2 power, we can destroy a weakness over here. And we'll buy Aquaman, bring this down to 0 power. And now, before we go any further, I'm going to try and beat Rise of the Dead with those things we just bought. So that's blue, orange, green, white, yellow. And that ends this, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. They're removed from the game entirely. So that Rise of the Dead is over, but those cards do get removed from the game. Not destroyed. But that's okay, because we got through that pretty easily. Do we have... How many weaknesses do we have? Just the 1? Okay, that's fine. Then we'll do Citizen Steel. Draw a card, plus 1 power for each to defeat... Sorry. Plus... Villains cost you 1 less to defeat this turn for each punch you play or have played this turn. Alright, we're drawing 1 single card, though. Alright, we're at 2 power. We'll go ahead and buy Flight and end our turn there. Good set of turns there. So that. And we're going to start with Dark Multiverse, getting a punch into our hand. Detective Chimp looks at the next 3 cards. We'll discard this Breakthrough. We're not going to need that. And probably discard Hourglass. Just discard all 3 of them. So that's 1 power. Multiverse gets power equal to this VP. That's 1, so that's 2 power. 3, 4, it's a superpower, so I get a punch into my hand. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just shy of a Mazo. It's enough for Mystic Bolts, and we will buy 1 more Breakthrough just to keep things going. Card comes out. We know it's a villain. We're going to start our turn with Dark Multiverse, getting a punch into our hand. All right, Fulcrum Abominus is 3 power, draw 2 cards. 3 power, and because of Power Girl, we get a punch into our hand. Multiverse map. 4, 5 power. 6, 7, draw a card. Get a punch into our hand. 8, 9, punch into our hand. 10, 11, do I give another punch to put in my hand? I'm out. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Get rid of him for 5. Leaving us with 15. Goodbye, Amazo. Leaving us with 4. Gets us 2 weaknesses. New hair character. The Flash. Alright, so that's 4 power. We'll use to buy 1 Breakthrough. Nice. So once during each of our turns, if we play a defense card, we get to draw a card. That's good. I love this. We have 7 punches, or actually 6, because we had to destroy 1. We have 6 punches, and we are just still flying through this deck regularly. That's really good. Really good. No defense in hand, but we do have Oblivion Bar. Let's see what we got. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 4 superpowers. That's going to be a tough call. We have to destroy them, but we don't know which ones we want to. Mr. Freeze, we can only play 4 cards from our hand each turn. Your card comes out. It's a hero, which doesn't affect that. So we're going to play this. We're going to use Dark Multiverse because it doesn't affect anything. So we'll get a punch into our hand. It doesn't affect cards that we play from our hand. We're going to play this weakness, which triggers Batman. No, we don't want to do that. We have to do that, don't we? Shoot. I have to do that. That's too bad. Batman kind of ruined us there. All right, this got delayed just a little bit, but we'll get there. All right, Batman looks at the top. We will not destroy that. We will use Breakthrough to destroy this, though. So that's 2 cards. We're at 2 power. We can play the top card of this deck. 3, 4, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may discard any number of them and put the rest back in any order. We'll discard the Breakthrough, leave Warcry there. All right, that's our turn. This comes on out. All right, 2 and draw a card. It's going to get a punch into our hand. I'm doing anything I can to get a punch into my hand. All right, to draw cards, I mean. Reveal this card. 1 power there, so we're at 3 power total. Draw a card. And leave the Hourglass down for Warcry. We're not going to buy anything. Warcry stays out for our next hand. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 power and draw 2 cards. Oh, forgot. Dark Multiverse wants a punch into our hand. Gotta remember to do that. Oh, and that playing that gets another punch into our hand. 6 power, draw another card. Ooh, gotta play this. That triggers Batman. Look here, we will not destroy it. We will destroy it with this, though. 8 power total. Where we are. Can't play any more cards. We'll buy Ankh Portal. Card comes out. Gotta play this weakness. Triggers Batman. And look here, we will not destroy it. We will destroy this. A breakthrough, though, for 2 power. Can we do this? How many cards are over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we don't want it to go that. So we're at 2 power. Put up the 2 cards that cost 5 or less, and each of different costs from your discard pile into your hand. Detective Chimp looks at the next 3 cards. So I'm going to discard these 2. Leave this one there. So we're at our total. We're at 4 power, which is the most we can generate this turn. But we might be able to be hunting on the lanterns. Destroy. Oh, wait. We gain a weakness because this equipment enters the lineup too. I have to destroy 4 superpowers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta choose 4 of them too. That shouldn't be too bad. So X-Ray, a Mecha Construct, not great. Flight can go. It's nothing special. Fair Play is a little dangerous sometimes. That's 3. And Power Girl is a good defense, but I have Oblivion Bar, so it's not a huge deal if it goes. Yeah, we'll get rid of Power Girl. So that's 4 destroyed, ending hunting down the lanterns. Still have 4 power. We'll use that to get by Carter Hall's journal and end our turn there. Looking good. Shuffle everything up here. So now we need to beat Mr. Freeze with 4 cards. Multiverse map. 3 power. Okay, that's a good start. 4, 5. That's a defense. The Flash can draw a card. 6, 7. 8, 9 is as close as I get. We get rid of Scythe, leaving us with 6. We'll go ahead and buy Dr. Midnight, leaving us with 2. Come on, gotta get rid of Mr. Freeze. Start with Dark Multiverse, put a 0-cost card into our hand. Mystic Bolts. Put up to 2 cards of cost 5 or less. Each of different costs into our hand. They 4 and 3 costs we got. Alright, so that is also a superpower, so we get a punch into our hand. Dr. Midnight. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may discard any of them and put the rest back in any order. Their current order is fine. Alright, 2, 4, 5. Draw a card. These 2. 6, 7, 8, 9 again. We're just shy of where we want to be. Can't play any more cards, though. So, we'll buy Wonder Woman. I mean, drawing 3 cards is incredible. New card comes out. Hyper Time's a great card. All right, Dark Multiverse, we're going to use that to get a punch into our hand. Fulcrum Abominus, draw 2 cards, and it gets us 4 power. And it gets a punch to our hand also. Play a top card in your main deck. It's an ongoing card, you may keep it instead. There we go. You play your first punch on each of your turns, draw a card. Okay, so we're at 4, 5, draw a card. I guess we'll try Batmanium. 6, 7. Just shy. Hyper Time it is. Move on to next turn. Lots of good stuff happening, just not getting that last bit of power we need. Kind of stalling out around 7 or so, but that makes sense because Power Girl's been working around having a bunch of different punches coming into our hand. Weakness is up, triggering Batman. We'll not destroy that. We'll use Breakthrough, though, destroying this for 2 power. Put a card of our choice on top of the deck. That's going to be an easy choice here in Fulcrum Abominus. We get play 1 more card. Reveal this card. 1 more power. That's 3 power. We'll get rid of Rabid Robin, which gets us a weakness. And we move on next turn. All right. 4 power, drawing 2 cards. Reveal these 2. 5, 6, 7. Great. X-ray vision on this card, which means we can keep it, which gets us to 8, 9. $10, $11, $12. That's the end of Mr. Freeze. We have 2 power left over. We're going to gain 2 weaknesses. Capture a hero. Cyborg, nice. I think we had 2 power left over, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll get Mr. Terrific. Go on to next turn. This is great. We have a good collection of ongoing cards here. This is good. This is really good. No defense in hand, but we have Oblivion Bar. New Crisis. Shifting Loyalties. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your right. Each player discards 7 costs worth of cards. I think we have to actually discard. We have to, I think it's like into the lineup. It's different for solos, I'm trying to say. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into the lineup, but their total cost is 7 or greater. Remove this Crisis. All right. Next, Villain. Graves. This attack cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and line up against himself. 2 highest cost attack. We've got a 3 and a 4. Hope a second copy of the 4. So we have 2 4s. I guess we gain a weakness for each. I could defend. Yeah, we'll just take the 2 weaknesses because we've got the destruction floating around. So we should be okay. Should be. I mean, that can still go very wrong. And a new card comes out for the turn. Let's use Dark Multiverse to actually get one of those weaknesses into my hand. We're going to play it real quick to use Batman. We'll not use that. We will use Wonder Woman though to draw 3 cards. All right, look at the top 2 cards of my deck here. We'll leave them in the order they're in. Power-wise, we're at what? 2 with Forge of Worlds, 4 of Dr. Midnight. Let's go ahead and draw a card. That's going to reduce his cost. We'll get there. 5, 6 draws a card, and it gets a punch into our hand. 7, 8, we'll destroy one of those weaknesses over here. And then let's actually try and beat the crisis before we go any further. Oh, we failed to beat the crisis. That's bad. That's bad. Look here. 9, 10 power. Again. 11, 12 power. 13, draw a card. Ooh, God, we did it, didn't we? Gotta play this weakness, which actually ends our turn. We'll get rid of this weakness here, this weakness here. We're gonna actually let Kendra Saunders get caught because I haven't really been using her ability. And that's our turn. That was not how I thought that was gonna go. I thought we were pretty safe. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That shifting loyalties took a little bit more than I thought it would. Let's start with... We'll start with Dark Multiverse, putting the card of 0 cost of our choice to our hand. We have to play it, which triggers Batman. And look here, we will not destroy it. Carter Hall's Journal we'll use to put a breakthrough on top of our deck. Play Speed Force for 2 power, triggering the Flash to draw a card. 3, 4, and destroy that weakness. So that's 4 power. Oh, and that's a superpower, so I get to draw a punch from over here. 5, up to 3 cards of cost 5 or less into my hand. Different costs. Perfect. So again, we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with, where is it? Forge of Worlds. 8, 9, we can destroy that weakness that's over here. 10, 11. Oh, and this is actually 12 because of Cyborg. Look here. We will not destroy this. And I think we'll go ahead and try and beat this now. Gotta add the top 3 cards of our deck to the lineup to beat this. One, 2. All right, we got it. We got all 7. We're at 12 power. Shifting loyalties is over. Sorry about that, wrong button. The shifting loyalties is over. We're at 12 power. 13, 14, 15. Goodbye to Graves leaves us with 5 left over. We're going to have to get 2 weaknesses. With our 5, we'll just get rid of the breakthrough back. Yeah. We get a new character rescued, though. It's either Kendra Saunders or Deathstroke. We want Deathstroke. We definitely want Deathstroke. Okay. New crisis. Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain in the lineup and resolve its first appearance attack. That supervillain cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of another player's card. Alright. I do want to buy those punches. In fact, I'm just going to buy them from last turn. They cost 0. There's no reason I can't. So unused villain is Black Hand. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck. We're going to just defend against that. We're going to discard the Hourglass to trigger Oblivion Bar. And then that's just that. That's going to happen every turn, though. But good thing we have the Oblivion Bar. So remove this crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. And then our new villain is Mongol. Each player destroys one location of each type he controls. If you have none, or avoid this attack, gain 2 weakness cards. We'll discard Dr. Midnight. And that will avoid the attack, which does get us 2 weaknesses, unfortunately. Okay, a lot going on here. We will start with Dark Multiverse getting... Well, we'll get a punch into our hands. We're at 2 power because of Forge of Worlds. We'll play this, looking at these two. Oh, we didn't put a card out for this turn yet, so it's actually these two. Ooh, 3, 4, 5. That gets a punch into our hand. Six, look at the next 3 cards here. Discard this one, leave this one here. 7 allows us to draw a card because of Monument Point, draw 3 cards. Play this card here. 8, 9 is a defense, so we get to draw a card. And we get a punch into our hand. We're getting there. 10, 11, draw a card. Get another punch into our hand. Draw a card. $12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and draw 2 cards. Please, just don't be 2 weaknesses. Oh, is 2 weaknesses. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Everything else ends. Don't even get to spend any of our power. I should have spent some of it before doing that. New card comes out. Weakness is out, triggering Batman and Lakir. We will destroy this. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Breakthrough destroys this card. Wrong card. Breakthrough destroys this card, getting us to 2 power total. That I can live with. 3, 4 triggers the Flash to draw a card. 5, 6, we can destroy another card. There's no weaknesses waiting anymore. 7 card, though, because it's 7 power because of Cyborg. We'll go ahead and get rid of this one, leaving us with 4 power. 5, 6, look at this card. We will not destroy it. 7, put 2 cards of different cost into my hand. 5 or less. All right, reveal this card. 8, 9, I can put it on the bottom of the deck, and I will. 10, 11. Draw a card, and I forgot that's 3 superpowers. I can put 3 punches into my hand. We'll use our 11 to get rid of Black Adam, which ends Supervillains United. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one actually would have triggered Monument Point to draw a card. And we get this. 5, she can stay there. We want to save a card for next turn. Sure. We'll save Dionysium. No, we'll save Warcry for next turn. With our 5 power, we'll go ahead and buy back one of the breakthroughs. I don't think we didn't capture a second character, did we? No, we didn't. I think I used everyone else's ability except Cyborg, so Cyborg will get captured. Sorry about that. Definitely triggered the capture phase, but didn't actually do the capturing. All right. New card comes out. Let's try and beat Mongol pretty quickly. We're at 2 power because of Forge of Worlds. 3, 4, the top 2 cards of our deck. We'll discard both of them. 5, 6, look here. We're going to draw here, I mean. 7, 8. And that's it. I'm not going to destroy anything. 9, 10, 11. Well, that first punch actually draws a card. 12, 2 cards different choices into my 2 cards different prices into my hand. We're at 12, so that's the end of Mongol. Play this to get to 10 power. Okay. 11, 12. We're not going to use this in anything. Okay, 10 power is enough. We're at 12 power. We'll get Hyper Time. Get the 6 power left. We'll get Liberty Bell and Speed Force. A couple defense cards. Okay. That was a messy one. I made a few mistakes in there. Sorry about that. We do get 2 weaknesses, though, for beating that villain. And we get to rescue a character. I want Cyborg back. And I think we're good. Yeah, new crisis is Frozen City. At the start of your turn. At the start of each player's turn, they add the top card of the main deck to the lineup, flip down each other card of that cost in the lineup, and they cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them up at the end of your turn. Clear the lineup of all cards to beat. Our new villain, Black Adam. We're going to defend with Oblivion Bar. We will discard... We'll discard Multiverse Map to avoid Black Adam's attack. New card comes out. And then a card for the Crisis is this at cost 2. Nothing else costs 2, though, so that's that. Fulcrum Abominus gets us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power and draws 2 cards. I forgot Dark Multiverse. I want to use that to get a punch into our hand. And I'll also use a punch because of Fulcrum Abominus and Power Girl. So we're at 5 power. 6, 7, look at this. I will not destroy that. No. 8, 9 with Forge of Worlds. 10, 11, 12, get another punch into our hand. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can keep a card out for next turn. We'll take Ankh Portal for next turn. And I said 17 power, I believe. Well, let's get Element X so we have it. I have 7 power left over. I mean, I have to clear the lineup, so we'll get these 3 and 4 cost ones. Alright. We're keeping Ankh Portal out for this turn. It's pretty good. Just gotta clear the lineup for Frozen City. We're well on our way. Alright, new card comes out. Card for the Crisis is all the 4 cost cards can't be bought, but there are no 4 costs, so that's good news. Detective Chimp looks at the next 3 cards. we'll discard the punch. So that's 1 power. 4 power, get a punch into my hand. Play this card. 8 power. And that's another superpower, so I can get a punch in my hand. 9, 10, another superpower, punch into my hand. Also triggers the flash to draw a card. Reveal these cards. Plus power equal to their combined VP. 11, 12, 13. Very well. 13 power. Let's get this, bring us down to 10. This bring us down to 5 left over. Don't buy anything else just yet. So we're at 5 power. Shuffling this up because I'm about to draw some cards. Actually, do we want to use anti-monitor antenna first? Yeah, let's do it. We'll discard this to get, what, 2 more power? 6, 7 power. So we're at 7 power, which we'll use to actually buy T-spheres before we move on. So I have 1 power left over. 1 power. And we got a bunch of card draw coming up. At least 2 cards to draw. First punch triggers Monument Point to draw a card. Draw 3 more cards. Draw a card. 2, 3, 4. We'll use that to buy this. 1, 2. Put this into our hand. Buy this. That ends Frozen City. We're at 0 power. I can use this, put Prometheum on top of my deck. I can use this to save a card for next turn. We will save Citizen Steel for next turn because with him, we can get a cheaper cost Black Adam. And that's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn, I'd say. Yeah. Happy with it. I'm happy with it. So we have Black Adam out here. The crisis is defeated. You got Citizen Steel in hand to help him get a little bit cheaper. Please, just don't be 2 weaknesses in this hand. That's all I need. Perfect. Perfect. New card comes out. Superman. All right, we're going to start with Liberty Bell, which is a defense card, so we get to draw a card. Actually, no, we're going to start with Dark Multiverse, getting a punch into our hand. Then Liberty Bell allowing us to draw a card. So we're at 2, 4 power. 5, 6, draw a card. And that gets another punch into our hand. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and draw 2 cards. 16, 17 power. We'll go ahead and say goodbye here, giving us 4 power left over. Rescue a character. 4 power left over, huh? Five, 6, 7. Put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Draw 3 cards. That's 2 heroes, so that's 9 power. We'll get this anti-monitor antenna back down. We'll buy Superman, leaving us with 3 power, which we'll use to buy Breakthrough. Just trying to see if there's anything else in my hand that'll help me out here. Looks like we can draw a card of Citizen Steel. 2, we'll say weakness. All right, I'll put this weakness in hand, the rest on top in any order. Gotta play this weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, no. But we will use this breakthrough on it for 2 more power. Just trying to destroy it, and we managed to pull it off, which is awesome. Very good. That's the end of how far I want to take that, at least. Very, very good. All right, I really don't want that heroic sacrifice because I think we're not going to be using our discard pile at all. I think we've got the 5 cards we need over there. Yeah, please don't be heroic sacrifice. Please. Please. 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. Put the top 4 cards in the main deck in the lineup. We'll also do one for the turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 7 cards with different costs from their discard pile. This is very doable. It's kind of painful sometimes in this particular matchup because there's a lot of really good cards that are like the only thing of cost 10, for example, which we can get hurt by emotionally. Black Lantern Superman. Each player gains 2 weaknesses. Each player with a superpower in their discard pile gains an additional weakness. We're going to defend. We'll discard Multiverse Map. No, we'll discard Mr. Terrific to avoid this attack. All right, we have to end Rabid Robin before we go any further. So first off, Hyper Time gets us 4 power and draws a card. 5/6 with Forge of Worlds, and we get a punch into our hand. So we're at 6 power. Multiverse Map's going to look here. 7, we'll leave it there. We'll get rid of both of these guys, which does get us 1 weakness. So we're at 0 power. Let's go ahead and just divide these up just to see where we would get. Yeah, I can see a pretty painful turn coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one of these 3 cards have to be destroyed. Okay, well, easily a weakness is one of them. One of these 2 will destroy Detective Chimp. Of the 3s, we'll destroy Dr. Fate. And 4s, we're going to destroy T-Spheres. No, we'll destroy Hal Jordan. And the 5s, we'll destroy Batmanium. And the 6s, destroy T-Spheres. And I have to destroy one of these 3 incredibly good cards. 5 power is great, but Fulcrum Abominus beats that. Wonder Woman beats it too, but it does put us in a dangerous position of drawing a bunch of cards. I think we'll get rid of Wonder Woman because it's just drawing a card while these guys are always high power. So there's our 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the weakness makes 7. That's the end of 7 Deadly Sins Unleashed. And we're at 0 power, if I remember correctly. I think we spent all of our power. All right, this one right here. 2 power, 1 power, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Look at these cards. We'll discard this one. 4, drawing a card. 5, 6, 7, destroy this weakness. Wait, no, not yet. Discard this to get to 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 power, 9, 10, 11, destroy the weakness, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. $12, $13. That's enough to say goodbye to Black Lantern Superman. That 13 came from Cyborg there. Nice. That's awesome. Okay, that's another 2 weaknesses gain though. That is the bad news. There's another hero rescue though. Please be Superman. Plastic Man. Man, Superman's just never gonna come out in these games. So he... Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Rogue Sacrifice, please. No, 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 no. Missing heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must collectively destroy 4 equipment. And Archillo. Each player puts 1 equipment from their hand or 2 from their discard pile into the lineup. It costs 3 more to defeat for each equipment out there. We will defend by discarding... Oh, we'll discard Mr. Terrific. New card comes out. We'll start with Dark Multiverse, putting a punch into our hand. And then we'll go with Fulcrum Abominus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and draw 2 cards. And that's a superpower, so we get a card, a punch into our hands. 7 power. Do we have the equipment we need? No. By Carter Hall's Journal, though, bringing us down to 3 power. Four power, draw a card. There we go. 5, 6, 7. Is there another punch over here? There's not. Put cards, 2 cards of different costs into our hands. Eight, 9, 10. Destroy a weakness over here. 11, 12. I will not destroy that. 13, 14, 15, and I think I have what I want to destroy. Gotta destroy 4 equipment. There's 2. We'll do 1 multiverse map. And... Carter Hall's Journal. Yeah. So that's the end of that. Sorry, wrong button. Where were we power-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But we bought Carter Hall's Journal, bringing us down to 16. 17, 18 with Forge of Worlds. That's more than enough to beat Archillo. We have, what, 7 left over? Yeah, 7 left over. With that, we'll get Search the Depths and 1 breakthrough. So there are plenty of weaknesses out there, especially because we're just about to gain 2 more and rescue a character. Please be Superman already. Aquaman. Aquaman I can use at least because he at least functions well with Power Girl since he wants superpowers. Ooh, 2 weaknesses in hand. That's not good. Not good. New crisis is Corrupted Companion. A random player puts an unused supervillain in front of him. That's going to be this last one here. It's good. It does his first appearance attack each turn, and then have to defeat this player's supervillain to end this crisis. So he attacks. We will defend with Speed Force. Discard to avoid attack. If you do, put any number of cards with cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. I don't know if this is going to amount to anything, but we're going to try. New villain. Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of their deck. Destroy any defense cards used to avoid this attack. I can't risk Oblivion Bar. We have to destroy these 2 cards. They are, Liberty Bell and Power Channeling. I would have rather kept them, yeah. But I think Oblivion Bar is going to be more useful. Especially since Trigon's about to attack every turn. So we have to play 1 weakness, which triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. Second one, boom, that's the end of our turn. We have to sacrifice a hero. We're going to give up Kendra Saunders here. She's bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Move on to next turn. Where Trigon attacks again. We have a defense in hand with Speed Force. Put any number of 0-cost cards into our hand. So I'll take all the punches and 1 weakness. Play the weakness, triggers Batman to look here. We will not destroy that. We're at 2 power because of Forge of Worlds. Draw a card at 3 power. Draw a card. 1 less to defeat supervillains. For each punch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's going to cost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 power, so he's gone. Leaving us with 1 power, and this crisis is defeated. 2, 3, 4. Play a top card over here. 5, and draw a card. 6, 7, we destroy that weakness. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card for destroying it. Put Anti-Monitor Antenna down. We'll discard Anti-Monitor Antenna to get to 8, 9 power. Put a card of our choice on top of our deck. Ten, 11, draw a card. And no one over here. We're at 12 because of Aquaman, so that's the end of Doomsday. Which gets us 2 more weaknesses. But the extra hero as well. We'll take Wonder Woman. We do control enough to do that. Not yet, though. So we're at 0 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And draw 2 cards. Have to play this weakness. Actually, no. If I control 2 or more, I can do actually Wonder Woman's ability first, before I even get there. So we're 8 power. Drawing 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard this one, discard this one. This down. 12, draw a card. 13, we'll put this weakness into our hand. We'll play it, triggering Batman. I'll look here. We will not destroy that. 13, we'll use again another Search the Depths and Electrum. And we'll get 2 copies of Breakthrough. And we'll move on. That's a pretty good place to be in. Pretty good place to be in. All right, we have no defense in hand, but we do still have Oblivion Bar. New card comes out. New crisis is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck in the lineup. 2, 3, and 1 for the turn. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. Your team must destroy a villain in their hand or discard pile. Very well. Hellspawn. Each player discards the 2 cards of the highest cost in hand. We will defend by discarding Multiverse here for Oblivion Bar. We're up. 3 power here, and we get a punch into our hand. 4, 5, 6, and we can destroy a card in our discard pile. Oh, I had to start with this weakness. I'm so sorry. We will destroy that, which triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. So then we're going to destroy a weakness because of Dionysium. I got distracted. 7, 8, look here. I will not destroy that. 9, we can draw a card for being our first punch. 10, 11, draw a card for being our first defense. 16 and 17 for being a metal card. And then that was another superpower, so that's another one here. 18, 19 for being a metal card, and put a hero, villain, or metal card into my hand. Yeah, 23, discard this weakness. We'll get both of these guys for 9. We'll destroy Court of Owls here. So that's 14. We'll destroy this, which ends Villains in Disguise. That 14, yeah, we can afford Hellspawn, which leaves us with 3 power. It does get us 2 weaknesses though at the same time. And we'll use that 3 power to get another breakthrough. And we rescue another character. And we know who it is. It's Kendra Saunders. Ooh. Okay, we're going to get Kendra going to get captured again. Heroic Sacrifice. The player that defeated the previous supervillain removes their superhero from the game. This is an awful time for this to happen, by the way. We get a new hero, and all the non-zero cost cards over here are going to get destroyed, which is awful because I've only got 1 card in my deck. I've got 2 weaknesses in my hand. We're in a terrible position right now, but let's see what hero we get. It's going to be, we got Alan Scott. I believe was dangerous. Each time you play a different superpower during each of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card costs 0, draw it. That's really dangerous. That's going to give us weaknesses a lot. A lot. All right, well, this is technically beat, but we have to get the 0 cost cards out first. I guess we get to keep our punches, which is good. But we're losing, all the best cards in the game, essentially. And starting over. We're really starting over here. Fresh slate. Yeah, we lost incredible cards here. Fulcrum Abominus is gone. Element X gone. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. Bad time. Okay. New villain. Hell. Hell costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Each player puts a superpower or non-kick superpower, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to defend with Speed Force, whatever it's worth. We'll get all these 0 cost cards into our hand just for funsies. And we'll start our turn by playing a weakness, which triggers Batman. Looking here, we will not destroy that. Play the second one, which gets a card captured. Get Kendra Saunders captured. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. These are gone. Whew, this is really bad. We're probably going to have to waste a few turns here just clearing out some characters. So there's a lot of weaknesses in here. Man, that is awful. New card comes out. First weakness up, triggers Batman to look here. We will destroy this. That triggers Deathstroke to draw a card. Second weakness, though, does still end this. We capture another character. We'll capture Plastic Man. Whew. All right. Start with the multiverse, Dark Multiverse, putting a punch into my hand. 2 power. If it triggers the flash to draw a card. Okay, all that. There's no more weaknesses left. That's good. That actually also triggers Alan Scott to look at the top card of our deck. If it costs 0, draw it. Does not. We're at 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will discard that. And 11, 12 of Forge of Worlds. Oh, we actually drew a card, so it actually allows us to do this. 13, 14. We'll discard both of them. With our 14, we're going to get 5, leaving us with 9. Get this, leaving us with 6. Get that. I don't really want any of this. We'll get this, leaving us with 3, and we'll get 1 more breakthrough. This is going to be rough for a little bit. Kind of rebuilding this deck from scratch. New card comes out. All right. Start with what? We got 2 power from Forge of Worlds. 3, 4 to defense, so draw a card. Draw another card, and 5 power because of Cyborg. 6, it's a punch, so we get to draw a card. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We control 1, 2, 3, 4 card types. So that's 15, 16, and then Steel gets us 17 power total. That's enough to beat hell, right? Yeah, he costs 15, so we have 2 left over, which we'll use to buy Prometheum. And we'll just go on, getting ourselves our 2 weaknesses and rescuing another character. Can I please get Superman already? Is it even possible? Who do we have? We have Kendra-san. Oh, Dr. Fate. We'll use Dr. Fate. Superman did not come out this game then. Again. No defense in hand. We still have Oblivion Bar. Demonic Summoning. Put all cards of cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. This is actually pretty good news. We're going to get a lot of cards back that we lost. Just got to get them all out, right? I think that's all of them. I just want to give it one more look real quick. Basically, to beat this one, we have to, I believe, destroy 3 cards of cost 6. At the start of our turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroy a card that's cost 0, discard your hand. But to beat it, we have to destroy 3 cards of cost 6 in discard piles. Just double checking because there's a lot of cards to look at. None of them are villains. That's interesting to me. All right, Demonic Summoning to end the game. That's an interesting way to do that. And Price's Necron. Put a random defeated supervillain in front of you. You must defeat your supervillain to take on Necron. Can't defeat him while there are any villains in play or in the lineup. So the villain's going to be Hector Hammond. His attack, which we will defend against with Oblivion Bar. We'll discard Search the Depth to just avoid his attack. Easy as that. But then it's Demonic Summoning's turn. Maybe we don't. Maybe we destroy it. We go the way around. We discard Cyborg 1 million. We're going to destroy Search the Depths to avoid Demonic Summoning. We're going to discard Anti-Monitor Antenna here to get 2 power. 3, 4, Forge of Worlds. 5, we get to draw a card. 6, 7, look at the top 2 cards of our deck, discard any number of them. Discard none of these. 8, 9. We can get cards. So let's go ahead and get Mystic Bolts. We have 3 power left over. Get a breakthrough. Deal those weaknesses we're about to have. New card comes out. Steal. All right, if the destroy card in our hand, we'll destroy this breakthrough. We'll defend against. Oh, he doesn't attack every turn, does he? No, he doesn't. Since he doesn't, that's fine. We're fine. 2 power, that's a defense card, so we get to draw a card. 3, 4, 5. 6, get to draw a card. 7, 8 with Forge of Worlds. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's get 2 6-cost cards. We'll get T-Spheres. Power Channeling. Do we have the 3 6-cost cards now over here? Yeah, we do. Let's just end this. We'll destroy these 3 cards here. This will be our final Crisis defeated. And now we're on to just Hector Hammond. One weakness triggers Batman. Look here, we will not destroy it. Second weakness, that will end our turn. Really wish we didn't destroy that Crisis last turn. So if to capture a character, we'll just get rid of Aquaman here. He's captured. This is rough. That's okay. We've got lots of deck left, and we are still moving steadily. We really just have to kind of rebuild the deck against Crisis Necron. But we got to take on Hector Hammond first. We'll start with Dr. Midnight. 2 power, looking at these 2 cards. We'll discard the punch, leave this here. 4 power, Forge of Worlds. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, draw a card. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Draw a card. 15 for Cyborg. 16, draw a card. 17, 18, 19. And this gets 20, 21 power. Goodbye to Hector Hammond, leaving us with 9 power. We'll go ahead and buy these 2 right here. Hyper Time and Steel. All right, we should be able to defeat Crisis Necron pretty quickly, I think. Especially since we're buying some good cards. We're so close to the end here. We'll put this down, but I don't think there are any right now, and no way for us really to get weaknesses. Let's see. We'll get 2 power with Forge of Worlds. Actually, we'll start with Dark Multiverse, getting a 0 cost into our hand to get as high as we can. 2 power, Forge of Worlds. 3 power, drawing card. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we control 1, 2, 3, 4 card types. So that's 11, 12. We'll get Superman, leaving us with 6 power. Use that to get Challenger Mountain. Oh, Steel should be over here. All right. I mean, we're going to get through this. I just really like the deck we had, obviously. But Heroic Sacrifice hit at a bad time for us. New card comes out. All right, 2 power. Look at these 2 cards here. We'll discard neither of them. Yeah, we're good. Draw a card. And that's 1 power here. So that's 3 power total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 drawing a card. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11. We control enough card types to get to 12, 13. 14, 18 power. That's enough to beat Crisis Necron, and we got through it. Man, we had such a good start, didn't we? Such a good start. And it really got hit by that. We really got hit by that heroic sacrifice at the end, and it took us down pretty quickly. We got a lot of captured heroes this time. We were captured how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. That's a lot of captures. I don't normally get captured that many times in the setup, but here we are. That's the end of my season 11. That was a lot of fun. I think this was my favorite matchup, though. I think Dark Knight's Metal plus JSA crossover 1 would be fun with any given Crisis. I think Crisis 3 might be the best because it would be the most unique and challenging one. But overall, a lot of fun. Highly recommending this particular setup. All right. So I do want to thank a few people. I want to thank Funky Monkey Monk and from Undaman. Yes, so Funky Monkey Monk and From Undaman. Those two people are the latest members of my Patreon. They get things like mid-round results, sneak peeks at upcoming rounds, and members-only rounds between seasons. And they're both members of the Solo Champions League, which is like the Solo Crisis League, except we use Marvel Champions there. If you're not familiar with what those are, the Solo Crisis League and Solo Champions League, basically you play the same setup as everyone else in the league in a given round, and you get ranked at the end based on how well you did compared to your competitors. It's a lot of fun. Check out the links below to learn more about them. If you want to support the leagues or the videos and you're not thinking the Patreon's right for you, there's a few things you can check out, like the Etsy store, where you get things like the official league mat. We also have a pin, stickers, all ready to go and ship. And those are actually parts of the Patreon as well if you join at the hero level. So that's all I've got for today. Thank you for my followers, my Patreon members. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to playing in the league. And I'm really excited about Season 12. I haven't said much about it, but I have something unique happening in Season 12. First time we're doing something that we haven't done yet in a while, ever actually, in the history of the league. Something I've done off camera, but not in the league. So we're going to see how that goes. Good luck to everyone in your Season 12 results, Season 11 results, and I'll see you in Season 12. Thanks for watching.